This is the Transformers Robots in Disguise Clash of the Transformers Deluxe Class or Warrior Class Starscream. The figure, for most parts of the world, is a Toys R Us exclusive. It's a brand new mold, which is kind of weird. I thought Toys R Us exclusive were mostly repaints, but it's a new mold. I'm not sure if there's going to be a regular retail version of this one. I'm not even sure if he's going to appear on the show because I haven't seen Decepticon Island yet. Yeah, did he appear in Decepticon Island? Somebody tell me. But as far as I can tell, I don't think I've seen him on the show. Soundwave did make a resurgence, a reappearance on the show, and it would only make sense for this guy to actually reappear. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Hasbro would bring him back. Having said that, okay, this is my transformation of him in robot mode. The standard transformation is like his wings are like a cape, like that. It kind of reminds me of his coronation version of the masterpiece Starscream, or back when it was G1 1986 movie. He had the shoulder pads. He's just missing a crown. It looked like he looks like he'd had a cape, and he's crowned leader of the Decepticons. But for me, I thought this version would look better because I don't know. His wings are always splayed out. So, if you remember, at the end of Predacons Rising or Beast Hunters Transformers Prime, Starscream looks something like this. So, apparently he's changed his Cybertronian mode, alt mode, whatever mode, robot mode, and even alt mode. He's significantly changed it to look something like this, which is, guys, even remember this guy? Kind of reminds me of this guy, just because of the head sculpt being very longish and the arms being, yeah, a little bit longer than usual. Kind of reminds me of that guy. And the color scheme, excuse me, okay, let's put this down so no one's blocking anybody. Kind of reminds me, okay, the red chest pads and whatever, chest plate, and but the color schemes do remind me of the old classics version. It's a little bit more gray, but you get the idea. So, a little mix of a lot of versions of Starscream, all of which I love, but he's probably my least favorite. I don't know. Out of all these four versions, I like it's okay. I think it's a welcome addition to the Robots in Disguise lineup, but he's going to be probably my least favorite out of all the four figures I showed you, out of all these guys. So anyway, he comes with blasters. I guess these are his null rays. He can put it right there like what he normally does, or he can hold them as guns, which is fine. It will store here or here in robot mode or in alt mode. And the figure itself is not bad looking. I'm sure Takara Tomy will have a better version, but the plastic they use has that glittery flake sheen about it, and which is really nice. The wings have a glossy feel to it. It does not feel cheap, although it weighs very light, and it feels like it's a knockoff. But the plastic they use seems to be very, very sturdy, and I love the colors on it. Paint apps, you're going to want to look at his chest. Some of the black on some of the figures I've seen are like incomplete or moved up or down or just imperfect. The other ones I've seen have the blue paint chipping, as you can see on mine. There's a little bit of a imperfection right there. Yeah, it's a little bit disappointing because most of the Transformers for this line are actually have been on point and spot on for most of the paint apps, but you get a lot of factory issues with this one. Like this one, look at that, it's like a pimple. Anyway, and it's expensive. These things are like, you pay 40% more than 25% more than what you would normally pay for a regular deluxe class figure, at least here in Manila. So that's that. Articulation, he can move his arms, his feet, very, very loose. It's a new mold. I don't understand why there's loose hips again. You can easily fix that with some nail polish, clear nail polish. The feet do go up and down, knees bend. Just make sure you don't detach it from transformation. The waist, I was surprised, did not move. I thought it was going to move because it looked like a separate piece in packaging. The head sculpt does move and the wings go up and down. I think this is the best. You know, it makes him really look like a seeker. So let's get him transformed. Open this. Let's open this one up like that. Fold the nose cone over his head. You don't have to rotate the head sculpt because it just gets covered like that, so it's fine. Kind of reminds me of the old one, the animated version. Okay, and then this, just like the Combiner Wars, it has that Combiner Wars feel to the transformation. Fold that there and then join it together. You can join the legs first before you fold it up, but I prefer to fold them up first before joining them. Okay, and then this is going to fold back like that. We'll do that later. Let's do the arms first. The shoulders are going to be under the wings, so you're going to want to keep them like that. And the way to detach it, I had a difficult time detaching it. I like this G1 homage to those shoulder pads, which are really non-functional. You detach them right here. There is a tab right there, which you detach in order to move the shoulders down to his legs and reattach it. Come on. Really? Really? You're going to do this? Okay. Because the first time I was trying to do it, the instruction just says just fold it down. Like, oh my God, this is impossible. And then I figured it out like that. So you might want to help your kid or somebody you're giving this to who's not familiar with Transformers. And I seem to have, no, it's fine. Okay, you can still overlap the wings like that. It was just much easier to transform the shoulders before the wings. You can do either. I think it's better to do the shoulders first before doing the wings. And, oh, sneaky foot. Okay, there we go. All right. As you can see, the shoulders have sort of molded with the shape of the wings, which is aerodynamically, it sucks. It's going to have a lot of drag. Yeah. And then the arms, obviously, you want to fold the hands upward onto his forearms. And then you're going to want to, where was that? I was going to show something. But anyway, rotate this way. And they're going to, these right there, that slot right there is going to tab in right there. And this one is going to tab in right there. So just do that. If you've done that, then you're okay. Rotate. And then just tab it right there. Okay, and as you can see, you can still keep the guns there, but it's going to be lopsided when you have him. Yeah, it's okay. He's going to be a little bit tilting down there, but it's best, I think, if you put the guns on the wingtips right there. And this is the landing gear, sort of molded in landing gear, and there you go. There he is. He kind of reminds me of the Klingon bird of prey or a Star Wars vehicle, spaceship of sorts, because of the whole heavy wing assembly. And it's like rod or gold leader, red leader, kind of reminds me of an X-wing. Anyway, it's so unaerodynamic, and because of the reverse wing position, kind of reminds me of that animated look of Starscream, as you can see. This is how he looked, the wings of animated Starscream in jet mode. Sorry, I can't transform him right now. But yeah, it's not bad. I just don't think you should overpay for this. As a figure, you know, without any biases about Starscream, I like Starscream, well, I like him as a figure, as a character. He's always the foil for Megatron in both the comic relief for the Autobots and whatnot. But you know what? He's gonna get an 8 out of 10 for me. I'm sorry, I was a little bit disappointed. I was expecting much from this particular figure, maybe because of the expectation. 8.5. That's as far as I'll go with this figure. A little bit disappointing. But yeah, it's a nice addition. It's not bad, but certainly not worth getting scalper prices for. So there you go, folks. Hope you've enjoyed this little video review. This has been the Transformers Robots in Disguise Clash of the Transformers, the Toys R Us exclusive Deluxe class, Warrior class, Starscream. Thanks for watching.